All right, so welcome to the third assignment. So basically in the third assignment, what I want you to do is make a rough sculpt of your character. You're going to bring it into Mudbox, which is programming right now. I just want to show you the end result first so you can kind of get an idea. And then you're going to basically sculpt a version of it, okay? So it doesn't need to be super high res. You can see this one, it looks more detailed than what it actually is. When I get up closer, you can kind of see it's actually quite a bit rougher. And if I hit W, you'll see the wireframe. And what you'll notice is that this is a tessellated model, meaning that it's all tries, okay? And you can see it's not, this wouldn't be ready for production. The whole purpose of this is just to get it so that we can use this to retopologize the model, and it's a more accurate representation. The previous week, we were just trying to get a base model that we could sculpt on, and that's what we have here, okay? So you should have all the elements. I mean, it might even be a little bit more detailed than it need to be. Mine here. But I just want to make sure you get all the things, because this way, so for instance, like on his body here, I need to know where the pecs are, because that's going to determine when I do my edge flow, how my edges are going to flow into this, right? I need to have that line. I need to have the linea alba here. I can make sure my edge loops hopefully try to flow with the musculature. I'm going to need ones that go where this belt is and where this is. For the face, the face is probably the thing that's the most detailed. I just need it so that I know where to place the edge loops and stuff. You can see it's not super great. There's a bunch of things, like he looks a bit like Shrek to me. It's pretty bad. But you get the rough idea of it. So, even this actually, if you look, this is actually too much on this side. There should be more head here. This should actually be, well, it doesn't matter. You can see it's a little bit pushed out that way, so I might fix that before. But I have the basic structure in here. This is more or less what I'm looking for, is something like this, so that I can create the topology over top of it. Hopefully it gives you an idea. So in the next videos, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to export it out of Maya and put it into Mudbox. I'm gonna show you just roughly how Mudbox works, and then I'm gonna do kind of a rough sculpt of this, and then I'm gonna show you how to do basically the tessellation, where we take it and we make it tries, and then we just sculpt and it will generate the geometry itself. Obviously I'm doing just kind of a generic guy here, just because hopefully this will work for whatever your characters are. But you are going to have to, because everybody's character is different. You're going to have to make changes depending on what your model requires. Okay. Like I said, do not get carried away with details. Even some of the wrinkles here, I really kind of didn't need, but I knew that this needed to be like fabric. So you can see I didn't get nuts with it, but the more, what I would say is this, the more you're going to lose whatever's in here, right? This whole thing's going to go away. So anything you put into it, it's going to be, I don't want to say a waste, but it's not something you're actually going to keep. So don't fall in love with it. You are going to sculpt again, and that time it'll look even better than what we're doing here. That being said, aim small, miss small. If you do a really good job here, do the best you can to make it look right here. Then when you go to do the retopology, you can fix it again. And then when you go to the final sculpt, you can fix it again, right? So you just kind of keep honing it in. So it is worth spending time just to make it as accurate as possible, and to set you up to do the retopology as best as possible. So hopefully that makes sense. This is roughly what you're basically going to be looking for, something like this. All right, so just watch the next videos and you'll get the idea. All right.